I always thought dating a police officer meant safety. Adam used to smile at me and say, "I'll protect you from everything, even the things you can't see." I believed him. I was proud of him, proud of us, proud of the future I thought we were building. But that night, everything changed, and the person he couldn't protect me from was himself. It started with a sound, soft whispering coming from the hallway. I stepped out of my room and heard Maya's voice. "Stop it," she giggled. "If he hears me, I'm dead." My stomach tightened. "Who are you talking to?" I asked. She jumped, clutching her phone. "No one." "Let me see your screen," I said. "No," she snapped, holding it to her chest. But she wasn't fast enough. Before she could turn it off, the name flashed right in front of me. Adam. My heart dropped so hard I forgot how to breathe. "Why is Adam calling you at midnight?" "It's not like that," she whispered, eyes darting. "What is it like then?" She brushed past me, muttering, "Mind your own business." I felt something crack inside me. I tried telling myself I was overreacting. Maybe Adam needed to talk to her about something innocent. But then I heard her whisper again, "Okay, I'm coming." "Coming where?" A cold wave crawled up my spine. I grabbed my keys without thinking. My instincts screamed that something was wrong. As I drove toward Adam's station, I kept arguing with myself. "You're wrong. You're paranoid. Maya wouldn't do that. Adam wouldn't do that." But every time I repeated it, the lie tasted worse. When I pulled into the parking lot, I saw his patrol car parked at the far corner, engine running, headlights dim. I stepped out slowly, breathing hard, praying I was wrong. Then I heard it, Maya's laugh. I moved closer, staying behind the line of cars. When I finally saw them through the windshield, my legs nearly gave out. Maya was in the passenger seat, leaning toward him. Her hand rested on his chest as she said, "You're so annoying." Adam laughed softly. "Get your hand off me before someone sees." She smirked. "Who would see? He's asleep." He didn't correct her. He didn't even look guilty. My chest tightened until it hurt. I whispered, "Adam, why?" I wanted to scream his name. I wanted to rip the patrol car door open. I wanted to grab Maya and shake her. But I stood frozen, watching the two people I trusted most sit together like I never existed. Then Adam said, "He's too soft. He'll never figure it out." "I know," Maya said. "He trusts everyone. Even you." I wanted to shout. "Especially you." But I didn't move. I didn't breathe. I just stood there, letting the truth stab straight through me. When Maya rested her head briefly on his shoulder, something inside me shattered so loudly I was sure they could hear it. But they didn't notice anything except each other. I backed away slowly, careful not to make a sound. My throat burned, but no tears fell. Not yet. I wasn't ready to feel it, not the pain, not the humiliation, not the betrayal. As I reached my car, I whispered to myself, "Leave. Just leave." I drove home in silence. The city lights passed by like blurred memories I no longer recognized. When I walked inside, Maya still wasn't home. The house felt colder than ever. I sat on the edge of my bed, staring at the floor. I replayed every moment, every smile Adam gave me, every laugh we shared, every promise he made. "I'll protect you," he used to say. But who protects you when the person holding you is the one breaking you? When Maya came home an hour later, she didn't know I was awake. I heard her humming, happy, like she hadn't just destroyed me. Adam texted me too. "Long night. Sorry babe. I'll make it up to you." I stared at his message until the screen dimmed. I didn't reply. Something inside me quietly died that night. And the person I used to be died with it. I woke up the next morning with my chest still tight. I walked into the kitchen and found Maya humming while pouring cereal. She looked up and smiled. "Morning. You're up early." "Yeah," I muttered, watching her closely. "Rough night." She shrugged. "You should sleep more. You look tired." I forced a smile. "Did you go out last night?" She froze for half a second before answering. "Just for a walk." "A walk at midnight?" I asked quietly. "Why are you interrogating me?" she snapped. "I'm allowed to have a life." I didn't reply. I just stared at her until she grabbed her bowl and left the room. Minutes later, my phone buzzed. "Adam. Morning, babe. Missed you. Long shift again today." I typed slowly, "Busy again?" "Adam, yeah. Extra patrols. I'll make it up to you. Promise." I stared at his message, hearing Maya's laugh from last night echo in my head. "Extra patrols, huh?" I whispered. I sent another text. "Can I stop by later?" "Adam, today's rough. Maybe tomorrow. Don't worry. I'm good. Good. With my sister." I spent the next hours pretending to clean while listening to every sound Maya made. Every step, Every sigh, every fake normal moment. She moved around the house like nothing had happened, like she wasn't tearing me apart from the inside. Around noon I grabbed my keys. "I'm heading out," I said. "Where?" she asked too quickly. "Just somewhere." She nodded, pretending not to care. I walked out before she asked anything else. I drove to Adam's station and parked. When I walked in, he turned toward me with the warmest smile I had ever seen on his face. "Hey, what are you doing here?" he asked. I studied him carefully. "Wanted to see you." He stepped closer and whispered, "You should have told me you were coming. I'm swamped today." "Thought I'd surprise you," I said. He laughed lightly. "Bad timing, babe. Chief's been on my back all morning." From behind him, his partner, Officer Blake, leaned against a desk and watched us. His eyes narrowed just a bit. "You okay?" he asked me. "I'm fine," I replied. Adam looked annoyed. "Blake, relax. He's good. We're good." Blake shrugged but didn't look convinced. "You've been different lately," he said to Adam. Adam forced a laugh. "Stress. That's all." I looked at Blake. "Is he really that busy?" Blake hesitated. "Depends who you ask." Adam cut him off. "Ignore him. He jokes around too much." But Blake wasn't joking. I could see it in his eyes. Something about Adam didn't sit right with him either. I stepped back. "I should go. Didn't mean to bother you." Adam reached for my hand. "Hey, don't be like that. I'll call you later." I pulled away gently. "Sure." Blake watched the whole thing without blinking. I left the station with my heart pounding. Adam had lied so easily, too easily. And the way Blake looked at him made my doubts feel even heavier. When I got home, Maya was on the couch, scrolling her phone. "You're back early," she said. "Yeah." She looked at me for a second too long. "You're acting weird." I sat down across from her. "Are you?" She swallowed hard, then stood up. "I'm going to bed early." "Right?" I whispered. Hours passed. I stayed awake in the dark, listening. At 11:40 p.m., I heard her door open. Soft footsteps. A quiet click of the front door. I waited 30 seconds, then slipped out behind her. She walked fast down the street. When she reached the corner, a familiar patrol car pulled up. "Adams." She opened the door without hesitation. Adam leaned over and kissed her cheek before she climbed in. My chest tightened so hard I had to press my hand against it. This wasn't an accident. It was a choice. Their choice. And I finally understood how deeply they had buried the knife. I walked into the station the next day with my chest tight and my thoughts spinning. Adam looked up from his desk and smiled like he hadn't destroyed my world. "Hey man," he said casually. "You good?" I swallowed hard. "Where were you last night?" He blinked. "Work. Same as always." I stared at him. "Don't lie to me." He leaned back, scoffing. "Lie? Why would I lie?" "Show me your duty log," I said quietly. His smile dropped. "What?" "You heard me," I whispered. "Show me the log." He stood up fast, the chair screeching behind him. "Don't come in here acting like I'm some criminal." I felt my hands shake, but I kept my voice steady. "Then prove it." He glared at me, jaw tight. "You don't get to question me. You're not my boss. You're not even relevant." The word cut deep. I took a step back. "So that's how it is?" Adam exhaled sharply. "Man, stop being dramatic. Maya told me you're insecure, but this. Don't bring her into this," I snapped. He smirked. "Funny. She brings you into everything." My stomach flipped. I turned away before the anger boiling inside me exploded. "We're done here," I muttered. As I walked out, Officer Blake passed me, giving Adam a cold look. "What was that about?" Blake asked him. "Nothing," Adam said. "Just dealing with someone who doesn't understand boundaries." Blake didn't look convinced, but I didn't stay to hear more. At home, Maya was sitting on the couch scrolling through her phone like she hadn't shattered everything I thought I knew. She looked up. "You went to see him?" I nodded. "Yeah." I asked him where he was. She smirked. "Let me guess. He told the same story?" "Why are you doing this?" I asked. She shrugged. "Because I wanted to." I stared at her. "That's it? That's your reason?" She laughed. Not a nervous laugh, a cruel one. "I like him. He likes me. It's simple." My voice cracked. "You said you loved me." She rolled her eyes. "I thought I did. But being with you was easy. Too easy." My heart thudded painfully. "So you threw everything away because it was easy?" "It wasn't exciting," she said bluntly. "Adam makes me feel alive." I whispered, "I trusted you." "You shouldn't have," she said. You trust too much. People like you always get hurt. I stepped back, struggling to breathe. Why him? She grinned. Why not? He's confident. He knows what he wants. And what is that? I asked bitterly. Me, she said proudly. He said I deserve better than a boring guy who plays it safe. My vision blurred. You think that's love? It's more than you ever gave me, she said. Her words felt like knives. If you were unhappy, you should have talked to me. She shrugged again. Talking is boring. Sneaking around was easier. I felt something inside me crack. I didn't deserve this. That's the thing, she said with a smirk. You made it too easy. You trusted me blindly. You trusted him blindly. People like us take advantage of people like you. I stared at her, truly seeing her for the first time. You're proud of this? I'm not ashamed, she said. And honestly, I thought you'd never find out. Why? I asked. She laughed again. Because you never question anything. I nodded slowly, the last pieces of denial crumbling. Not anymore. She raised an eyebrow. Oh, you're finally waking up? I'm done, I whispered. I won't fight you. I won't chase you. And I sure as hell won't break because of you. She smirked. We'll see. I looked at her one last time. No, I said calmly. You will. That night, I lay on the bed pretending to sleep. She slipped out quietly, thinking I was unaware. I followed her again, staying in the shadows. I watched her walk down the street, phone pressed to her ear, giggling softly. My chest tightened. 2 minutes later, Adam's car rolled up beside her. She climbed in without hesitation. Watching them drive away, I felt my heart go silent. This wasn't a mistake. It wasn't weakness. It was a choice they made together, again and again. And I finally knew I couldn't let it break me anymore. I walked into the station again, not to confront Adam this time, but to watch. To listen. To gather what he thought I'd never notice. Officer Blake spotted me first. You back already? He asked quietly. Yeah, I said. Just needed something. He studied my face. You're not here for him, are you? No, I said. I'm here for the truth. Blake stepped closer. Then you should hear something. He lowered his voice. Adam's been reckless. Women, fights, bad decisions. This isn't new. My stomach tightened. So he's done this before? More than once, Blake said. You're not the first guy he's burned. Why warn me? I asked. Because you look like you're walking into something dangerous, Blake said. Adam has a temper. And your girl? She's playing with matches. I swallowed. I'm not scared of him. Maybe you should be, he said. Just be careful. I nodded and walked out, Blake's words echoing in my head. At home, Maya was pacing around the living room with her phone glued to her ear. I stayed behind the hallway wall and listened. Yeah, he's clueless, she said, laughing. I told you stealing him was too easy. My jaw clenched. She lowered her voice. No, he won't do anything. He's soft. You and me? We're smarter than him. My hand tightened into a fist. Tonight? Yeah, I'll sneak out again, she said. He won't question it. He never does. She hung up a second later. I stepped into the room casually. Who was that? She jumped. No one. Just a friend. That right? I asked. She rolled her eyes. Are you spying on me now? I don't need to spy, I said. You're loud. Whatever, she muttered. You're acting weird. I turned away before my anger gave me away. A few hours later, I opened the old GPS tracker app one had installed months ago, back when Maya kept borrowing my car and getting lost. I clicked on Adam's name. His location popped up instantly. He wasn't at the station. He wasn't anywhere near a patrol route. He was parked outside a cafe miles away. I whispered, You forgot about this, didn't you? I checked the past routes. Every lie he told lined up perfectly with every place he shouldn't have been. When he told me he was on night duty, he was parked behind an apartment complex. When he told me he was stuck at the station, he was driving toward the old highway. Every path proved it. Every dot on the map confirmed what he tried to hide. Later that evening, I sat at the dining table pretending to scroll my phone as Maya walked past me. She paused. You okay? Perfect, I said without looking at her. She frowned. You're acting strange. I'm learning, I said. Learning what? She asked. How people lie, I said softly. She stiffened. You're overthinking again. I glanced up. Am I? She smirked. You always do this. You twist things. Do I twist things? I asked. Or do you hide them? She scoffed. Don't start. I leaned back. Then tell me where you're going tonight. Her eyes flickered. Out. With who? My friends. Which ones? She glared. Why are you interrogating me? Because you're terrible at lying, I said. She froze. Excuse me? I heard you on the phone earlier, I said calmly. Her face drained. What exactly did you hear? Enough, I said. More than enough. She took a shaky breath. You're misunderstanding. No, I said. For once I'm not. Her jaw tightened. You don't get to talk to me like this. Then maybe you shouldn't talk about me like I'm stupid, I replied. She crossed her arms. And what are you going to do? Cry? Complain? Run to someone? I shook my head slowly. No, I'm collecting the truth. She frowned. Why? So when this ends, I said, I'm not the one who looks like a fool. She opened her mouth to argue, but I stood up before she could. Keep lying, I said. It's helping me more than you realize. As I walked to my room, I felt something new. Not anger, not fear. Strength. Every lie they told was a thread unraveling from the fantasy they built. And I was finally pulling them apart. Maya slid the envelope across the table like it was a gift. Open it, she said, smiling too wide. I stared at it. What is this? Just read, she insisted. I tore it open slowly. The printed words hit me like a slap. Celebration of our new beginning, Adam and Maya. I looked up. A celebration? She nodded. Yeah, a fresh start. For us. For you and my boyfriend? I asked, my voice flat. She shrugged. Ex-boyfriend. Don't make it weird. I exhaled slowly. And you want me to come? Of course. She leaned back smugly. I want you to see what real love looks like. I clenched my jaw. You call this love? She smirked. It's definitely more real than what you had. I pushed the invitation back toward her. You seriously think I'd show up to watch you two pretend nothing's wrong? Not pretend, she said. Celebrate. I laughed once hollow. Wow. She tilted her head. You should be happy for us. We didn't hide anything. You hid everything, I said quietly. She rolled her eyes. Details. I stood up. We're done here. As I walked away, she called out, don't forget the date. Adam really wants you there. I didn't answer. That evening, my phone buzzed with a message from him. Adam, I hope you can support our happiness. Maya really wants to show you we're serious. I stared at the screen. Support? I muttered. Right. Another message came. Adam, no hard feelings, okay? Things just happen. I typed slowly. Things don't just happen. People decide. He replied instantly. Adam, don't start. I'm trying to be respectful. I almost laughed. Respectful, I repeated. Then stop texting. He didn't respond again. My chest tightened, but I refused to let it show. Crying wouldn't fix anything. Breaking wouldn't help me. Not anymore. I paced the room, gripping my phone. Real love, Maya said. No hard feelings, Adam said. Their words twisted inside me until Blake's voice cut through the noise. Adam's been reckless. He's under review. Be careful. I froze. Internal review. My pulse quickened. Of course, I whispered. Of course he hid that. I grabbed my jacket and left the house, walking quickly, thinking faster. Blake was outside the station when I arrived. You again? He asked. I need to ask you something, I said. He raised an eyebrow. What now? That internal review you mentioned, I said. Is it serious? He hesitated. Why do you want to know? Because Adam and my sister think they can humiliate me, I said. And I'm done being quiet. Blake sighed. Yes, it's serious. He has complaints stacked up. Abuse of position, misconduct, lying on logs. If it goes further, he might lose his badge. I nodded slowly. Good. Blake stared at me. Whatever you're planning, don't get yourself dragged into his mess. I'm not planning trouble, I said. I'm planning clarity. Same thing with you sometimes, he muttered. I exhaled. Tell me something, Blake. If someone showed the right people the right proof, would that help the review move faster? He looked at me for a long moment. It would. Good, I said. Because he invited me to his celebration. Blake frowned. Hey, what? A celebration of their new relationship, I said. They expect me to watch. Blake shook his head slowly. He's unbelievable. Not for long, I said. If he wants a celebration, I'll give him one. What does that mean? Blake asked. I looked straight at him. It means I'm done being the one who gets hurt, Blake crossed his arms. Just don't do something stupid. I smirked. I'm not stupid. I'm prepared. I walked away feeling the shift inside me, cold, sharp, steady. Their celebration would happen, but not the way they planned. I sat in the station lobby, gripping the folder in my hands. When Captain Rivera stepped out of his office, his eyes landed on me instantly. You requested a private meeting, he said. Come in. I followed him inside. He closed the door and nodded to the chair. Tell me what this is about. I took a deep breath. It's about Adam. His jaw tightened slightly. Go on. I placed the folder on his desk. I have proof he's been lying on duty logs, using his patrol car for personal reasons, and getting involved with my sister while still in a relationship with me. Rivera didn't react, just leaned back. Show me. I opened the folder. This is a recording of Maya bragging about him. This is a screenshot of his location when he said he was on duty. And this, I slid forward another sheet, is the night he picked her up. Same time he claimed he was responding to a call. Rivera studied each piece carefully. How long have you been collecting this? Since the night I caught them together, I said. I needed proof, not revenge, just the truth. Rivera exhaled slowly. I'm not surprised. I frowned. What do you mean? He's been pushing limits for a while, Rivera said. Small lies, disrespect, personal drama bleeding into work. We've had complaints from civilians he talked down to. His partner filed a concern last month. Blake? I asked. Rivera nodded. He said Adam wasn't fit for duty some nights. I swallowed hard. So you already suspected something? We did, Rivera said. But we had no witness willing to step forward. Everyone feared his temper. I looked down. He wasn't violent with me. Just arrogant. Arrogance can be dangerous in uniform, Rivera said. What made you come here today? I lifted the folder again. Because he and my sister are holding a celebration for their new relationship. They expect me to attend and watch them brag. And I realized something. He doesn't deserve the badge he hides behind. Rivera tapped the folder. You understand this isn't a small accusation. I know, I said. But everything inside is real. He stared at me. What do you want from us? Nothing for myself, I said. I don't need revenge. I just need the truth to come out. Whatever happens after, that's up to you. Rivera closed the folder slowly. You're the first person who came forward without asking for punishment. I don't need him punished, I said quietly. I just need to stop feeling powerless. Rivera nodded. I can respect that. I hesitated. There's something else. Maya asked me to come to their celebration. And Adam said he hopes I'll support their happiness. Rivera's expression shifted. Controlled, unreadable, but sharper. When is this event? Saturday. He tapped the folder again. Maybe I should attend. I blinked. As support? He gave a short, humorless chuckle. Support for the truth. I let out a slow breath. So, you'll be there? Yes, he said. If Adam believes he can parade his behavior in public, then he can face the consequences in public too. A strange calm washed over me. Thank you. Rivera stood. You did the right thing coming here. I didn't feel brave, I admitted. Just tired. Sometimes, he said, tired people make the clearest choices. I nodded and walked toward the door. Hey, Rivera said before I stepped out. On Saturday, you won't be standing alone. For the first time since the betrayal, I felt the shift, quiet, steady, powerful. Adam wasn't the one in control anymore. I stood outside the rented hall with Captain Rivera beside me. Gold balloons floated at the entrance, mocking me with their shine. You ready? Rivera asked. I exhaled. As ready as I'll ever be. We stepped inside. Music played softly and fake smiles filled the room. People turned, whispering. Maya stood near the center stage in a glittery dress. When her eyes landed on me, her smirk faltered. You actually came, she said loudly. I wasn't sure you'd have the strength. I'm here, I replied. Just not for what you think. Adam walked over in his uniform, chest puffed out like he owned the room. Didn't expect you to show, he said. But I'm glad you did. It means a lot. I didn't answer him. I stepped aside slightly so everyone could see Rivera behind me. Adam's face froze. Captain? Rivera nodded once. Adam Reyes. I need a word. Maya scoffed. He's off duty. Can this wait? Today is important. Rivera ignored her. It can't wait. Adam swallowed. Is something wrong? Rivera lowered his voice, though every ear in the hall strained to hear. You're required to come in for questioning regarding internal misconduct. The room went silent. Maya's mouth fell open. Misconduct? For what? Rivera looked at her calmly. Improper use of patrol vehicles. False duty logs. Personal involvement affecting police responsibilities. Adam's voice cracked. Who said that? Who's lying about me? I stepped forward. No one's lying. Maya spun toward me. You? Me, I said. Adam glared. You're doing this because you're jealous. Because Maya chose me. That's not what this is about, I said. It's about the truth. Maya jabbed a finger at me. You can't ruin his career just because you're bitter. Rivera opened the folder in his hand. We're not acting on bitterness. We're acting on evidence. Adam's color drained. Evidence? Rivera held up the first page. Duty logs that don't match GPS reports. He lifted another. Recordings of personal calls made during on-duty hours. Another. Video of you using your patrol car for private meetings. Gasps rippled through the room. Adam reached toward the folder. This is taken out of context. No, Rivera said firmly. This is misconduct. And you know it. Maya grabbed Adam's arm. Say something. Tell them it's not true. Adam looked at her helplessly. Maya, I watched the panic spread across his face. It felt surreal, almost distant. Maya rounded on me again. You planned this. You're evil. I shook my head. No. You both made choices. I'm just done covering for them. Rivera touched Adam's shoulder. We need to go. Now. Adam jerked away. In front of everyone? This is humiliating. Rivera's tone hardened. Your actions caused this, not his presence. The guests whispered frantically. Maya clenched her fists. You ruined everything. No, I said softly. You ruined us long before today. Adam stared at me, eyes full of fear. You're not the person I thought you were. I met his gaze. Neither are you. Rivera stepped beside him. Let's go. As they walked toward the exit, everyone watched Adam's fall from grace. For the first time, I didn't feel small. I didn't feel broken. I felt free. And Adam finally felt the weight of everything he'd done. The call started the next morning. I was barely out of bed when my phone buzzed nonstop. I stared at the screen, saw Adam's name first, and muttered, Of course. Now you want to talk. I let it ring. Then Maya's name appeared. I sighed, picked up, and said, What do you want? Her voice cracked instantly. Please listen. You ruined everything yesterday. No, I replied calmly. Adam ruined everything long before that event. You don't understand, she cried. They suspended him this morning. Captain Rivera said it's because of you. You need to call him and tell him the truth. I did tell him the truth, I said. You just don't like that it finally came out. But Adam will lose his badge, his career, she sobbed. That's not my problem, I said, lowering my voice. You both made your choices. She inhaled sharply. So that's it? You're just walking away? I walked away the moment you lied to my face, I answered. Good luck. I hung up and tossed my phone on the bed. I expected guilt to hit me, maybe regret. But instead, there was a quiet stillness inside me. Peace even. An hour later, Adam tried again. A text popped up. Can we talk? Please. I messed up. Another came seconds later. I never meant to hurt you. I swear I still love you. I whispered to myself, you should have thought about that before using your patrol car as a love motel. More messages arrived, long paragraphs, desperate, full of excuses. I didn't answer. I didn't even open them after the first two. He had taken so much from me already, he wasn't getting my time anymore. Later that day, I met my friend Daniel for coffee. He sat across from me and raised an eyebrow. You look calm. Should I be worried? I smirked. You should be proud. He leaned in. So, what happened after we left the hall? Rivera pulled him out in front of everyone. Suspended him this morning, I said. Maya's been crying ever since. Daniel let out a low whistle. Damn. That's justice. It's not justice, I replied. Just consequences catching up. He nodded slowly. And how do you feel? Honestly. I paused, searching myself. Lighter, I said. Like the storm finally passed. Daniel smiled. Good. You deserve peace. In the days that followed, I focused on reclaiming my life. I went back to work, and even my coworkers noticed the shift. You seem different, one of them said during lunch. I am, I replied. I'm finally choosing myself. Evenings became quieter, gentler. I'd sit on my balcony and breathe, letting the hurt dissolve at its own pace. I reached out to friends I'd distanced myself from during the chaos. They welcomed me back without hesitation. One night, Daniel called again. "So, no contact from them today?" "No," I said. "And honestly, I hope it stays that way." "You're really done?" "I was done the moment I realized losing them wasn't a loss," I said. "It was freedom." He was silent for a moment, then said, "I'm proud of you, man." I smiled to myself. "Thanks." As days turned into weeks, Adam's messages slowed, then stopped entirely. Maya never called again. Their world was falling apart, but I didn't need to watch it crumble. That wasn't my victory to claim. My victory was simple: I survived them. And I walked away without looking back. My phone buzzed just as I stepped outside for some air. When I saw the name, I raised an eyebrow. "Officer Blake? Again?" I answered. "Hey, everything okay?" His voice was quiet, almost careful. "Yeah, I just wanted to check on you." I leaned against the railing. "I'm all right. Better than before, actually." "I'm glad," he said. "Listen, I owe you an apology." "For what?" "For not speaking up sooner," he replied. "I saw things Adam was doing. Things that didn't look right. I should have said something." "You didn't owe me anything," I said. "You weren't the one lying to my face." He exhaled sharply. "Still, I could have prevented some of this." "Don't take on guilt that isn't yours," I told him. "Adam made his own choices." "Yeah, well, the department's making theirs now," Blake said. "Internal affairs found enough to move forward. Misuse of authority, false reporting, personal misconduct. It's a long list." I blinked. "So he's getting dismissed?" "Most likely," Blake answered. "They're not saying it out loud yet, but everyone knows it's coming." I didn't cheer. I didn't feel triumphant. I just nodded to myself and said, "Thanks for telling me." "Does hearing it help at all?" he asked. "It brings closure," I said. "That's enough." Blake hesitated. "If you ever need someone to talk to, or just grab a coffee, let me know. You've been through hell, man." I gave a small smile. "I'll keep that in mind." We ended the call, and for a moment I just stood there listening to the wind. No anger. No heartbreak. Just a quiet, steady calm. Later that evening, I drove to the riverbank, the same spot where I used to sit waiting for Adam during his night shifts. The memory flickered in my mind, but it didn't stab the way it used to. I walked along the edge of the water, hands in my pockets. "Funny," I murmured. "This place used to hurt." A soft ripple moved across the river, and I found myself talking softly, like the air was listening. I used to sit here wondering why he took so long to come back. Wondering if he was safe. If he was cold. If he needed me. I laughed under my breath, shaking my head. Now I know exactly what he was doing. The river didn't judge. It just flowed, steady and quiet, reminding me that life kept moving whether I was ready or not. A memory of Maya's voice flashed, her begging, her tears. Another of Adam's messages, full of excuses. But when I tried to feel the old hurt, I couldn't. It was like trying to ignite a fire with wet matches. I whispered, "I survived all of it." As I walked further down the path, I felt something shift inside me, something simple but powerful. I wasn't the same person who once waited at this riverbank, clinging to hope. I wasn't the same person who stayed loyal to someone who saw me as an option. "I'm stronger now," I said. "Smarter. Better." A group of people nearby laughed, and for the first time in a long time, the sound didn't feel far away. It felt like something I could reach again. I took one last look at the water. "You don't control me anymore," I whispered, not to Adam, not to Maya, but to the past itself. Then I turned around and walked back toward my car, not escaping, not running, but moving forward. Truly forward. For the first time, it felt like a beginning. A real one. I woke up to a message so long it nearly filled my entire screen. Maya's name flashed at the top, and for a second I just stared at it. Then curiosity won. "I'm sorry," it began. "Please read this. I need you to understand. Adam left me. He said he needed space. I guess he used me the same way he used you. I regret everything. I shouldn't have hurt you. I shouldn't have believed his promises. I'm so stupid. I didn't think it would end like this." I exhaled slowly. My thumb hovered over the screen, but I didn't type a single word. "No," I whispered to myself. "Some endings don't need replies." I deleted the message. A few hours later, Captain Rivera called me. "I thought you should hear this directly," he said. I straightened in my chair. "What's going on?" It's official, Rivera said. Adam's been terminated. His file reflects misconduct, falsified reports, misuse of authority, the whole thing. I let out a small breath. So it's final. It is, he answered. I wanted to thank you again for coming forward. Most people stay quiet. I didn't do it to punish him, I said. I just wanted the truth out. And that's exactly why it mattered, Rivera replied. We ended the call and something heavy inside me loosened. Not joy. Not revenge. Just release. Later that afternoon I drove to the station, one last time. I stood across the street, hands in my pockets, watching officers move in and out. Some laughed. Some looked exhausted. Some carried stacks of paperwork like their lives depended on it. It struck me how different the place felt now. It wasn't a reminder of pain anymore. It was a reminder of everything Adam threw away by choosing lies over integrity. I whispered, this could have been your world, your career, your pride. But he destroyed it himself. I didn't need to take credit for that. Footsteps approached behind me. Didn't think I'd find you here, Blake said. I looked at him and nodded. Just needed a final look. He stepped beside me shoulder to shoulder. Rivera told you? Yeah, it's done. Blake sighed. He really blew up his whole life. He made his choices, I said. This is where they led him. Blake glanced at me. You know, you deserve better than everything you went through. Way better. I cracked a small smile, kinda starting to believe that. I'm serious, he said softly. Most people would have broken under all that. But you stood up. You faced him. You told the truth. That takes strength. I swallowed a breath. I didn't feel strong. Strength doesn't always feel like strength, Blake replied. Sometimes it feels like surviving. Those words hit me deeper than I expected. I looked at the station one last time, the building that held their secrets, their lies, their downfall. Then I turned away. Blake nudged me. Ready? Yeah, I said. It's time. We walked toward the parking lot, and as the station faded behind us, something lifted off my shoulders. It wasn't Adam's firing. It wasn't Maya's apology. It was me letting go, finally, fully. I'm free, I murmured. Blake heard me and smiled. Feels good, doesn't it? Better than I thought. The sun hit my face as we reached the sidewalk. For the first time in a long time, I felt light, not because Adam fell but because I rose. I kept walking. And I didn't look back.